Life is precious, and we all have the opportunity of living it to the fullest. Unfortunately, so few of us know how to manage it all. How do we account for our opportunities? How do we account for our time? How do we account for our relationships, health, spirituality, homes, finances, influence, and careers? How do we account for the one life we have to live? I am so glad you asked. In this program, you will find answers to all of these questions and more. Welcome to the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the healthy accountant himself, Jay Moore.
What's happening, everybody? I want to welcome you back to another episode of the Account for Your Life podcast. Jay Moore here, the healthy accountant, helping you to account for your life. And today, why tests are so important. Guys, I'm going to unpack this in a way that I think we've never heard before. And we're going to look at tests in an all new way so that we can continue to move in our life, so that we can get to that place of abundance that I know that you are looking to get to. So, wow. So before we jump into this, if you're watching this, it's the replay or it's live, give us a shout out here. But I want to invite you to a special event. And this event is the Good Accounting Challenge. This Good Accounting Challenge is for business owners. It's for people in business, one, who are looking to grow. That's the first step. It's also for people in business that plain out just getting tired of taking courses, getting coaching, invested in programs that you just can't seem to get things off the ground. This Good Accounting Challenge is the solution, is the initial solution to help you to start moving in the direction you like to go. So I'm going to put this on the ticker so that you can be aware of what's coming up, which is coming up very fast. It starts on Monday, December 12th, where we'll serve you. It's a free challenge, goodaccountingchallenge.com, where we'll work together. It's 5 hours of coaching for free. So make sure you join the challenge so that you can get your business to where it is you want to go. All right, so look, let's jump right into this. Why tests are so important. So recently, my son, he passed the test. He got his driver's license. Man, that's so scary. I remember just a few months ago, right at the beginning of the summer, I took him out and I was sorely afraid. He did not know how to drive, and I had him out there driving like the first day, and it was crazy. I posted a picture on Facebook like, I can't believe I'm out here. But here's the thing, like he had to take a test to get a license. He had to take a test so that he can keep moving. Now, let's think about what tests are. What are tests? Test is a way to check to see if you have not even mastery, if you're aware of something. Tests that we normally take normally does not allow us to see if we've mastered something. Think about this. So when we're in school, when you took a test, more than likely 2 weeks later, you did not remember what was on that test. Me, I can remember. I don't remember half the things that I was being taught in class. Let me just get out of it. Let me just take the test. Let me cram the night before and get out alive, so that I can say that I got it great. Now, here's the thing. What is that preparing us for? Is that preparing us for real tests, or is that preparing us for basically fake success? I know I said it. School is preparing people for fake success. I'm going to say it one more time. School has prepared you and I for fake success. How do I know it? I went to school just like you. And at the end of school, I was like, I don't know anything. I don't. Now, I'm not saying that some people may know something. But for the vast majority of us who are just normal people, the way the school is set up, you come out not remembering much, not believing that you actually know something about what you went to school for. And even, it could be high school. I don't know what happened in high school. I don't know what happened in elementary school. Obviously, I learned some things. I learned how to read. Like, those are basic things. But they don't necessarily prepare us directly for where it is we would like to go. But let's consider different type of tests. So here it is, because look, I got to study. I don't know about you, but I got to study because I need to know about me. So because I need to know about me, I need to understand tests. And this is something that God placed in front of me just this week. These are tests. He told me, you are going through a test. If you're going to get to the next level, you will have to pass these tests, and you will not move until you pass. Take a deep breath. That's how God thinks of us. You will not move until you pass. How do I know that that's true? Well, Deuteronomy 8, the whole chapter. I'm reading this chapter. I love Deuteronomy 18 and 19, right? Because 18 is good because he's reminding us. He says, remember, I gave you the power to create wealth. It is I. So he's taking credit. He says, you want to make sure you give me credit for whatever it is that you think you're going to do, or else in verse 19 of Deuteronomy, he says, or else. But all throughout Deuteronomy 8, 1 through 17, he's talking. He's talking through Moses. He's talking through Moses. And here's what I picked up on. He said it twice. He said it twice. Guys, when something is said multiple times in the same passage, you better look hard and say, uh-oh, that's real. He says, look, I put you in the wilderness. I brought you out to humble you and to test you because I had something for you, and I'm not going to give it to you unless I tested you. This is the premise of what the text is saying. Now, here's the thing. When you read a text, like I read a text, like I've learned how to read a text, I want to apply it to my life. I want to apply it to where I'm going. I don't want to just read it and talk about the Israelites and the Hebrews. Heck no. I'm reading about Jay Moore, the healthy accountant, his family, his business. And I shared with my wife just yesterday, honey, we're in a test right now. She's looking at me like, what do you mean? We're in a test right now. Because you have to be able to handle circumstances and situations, and you have to be able to, it's like you got to steward for God. Your business is a stewardship. Your mission is a stewardship. No one is in a vacuum just living their life and saying, yay, this is for me. No. This is for him. He's saying, I need to test you. Look, and it's not religious, guys. Like if you're a religious like how I've been, then we take these things out of context and we leave them in the book. When we don't pull them out of the book and say, you know what, that book is showing me how to live. So when hard times show up, it's a test. It's always a test. How do I know this? Well, think about where you would like to go in life and ask yourself, why am I not there? Why am I not there already? Because you gotta pass the test. And you gotta pass the test and really pass. This is not getting A. No, it's going to be an excellent thing. You're going to get an excellent because you passed. So the Hebrews, the Israelites, he's like, hey, I'm not bringing you out unless you're humbled. He passed them. What did he have to do? He humbled them, but he got rid of a lot of them. He got rid of everybody that came out of Egypt. They did not go into the land. I want you to consider this today as how God loves us so much. He said, I ain't giving it to y'all bums. I'll give it to your kids, but you ain't getting it. Because you were stiff-necked, and this is the word that he used. This is the word that's used in scripture. You were stiff-necked, dumb. Oh, you want to keep serving your idols? Okay, that's fine. I ain't giving you nothing. It says in the text, I will destroy you. I will get rid of you. I would treat you the same way as the people whom you're getting the land from. I'm taking it from them because they went away from me anyway. Guys, look at the world we're living in today. Guys, you have to look at the world and say, wow, God he's merciful, but he's doing something. He's taking things. He's shifting things. And we have to understand that we are part of that shift. If you and I are going to get to the next level. Hey, what's going on, Brittany? If you and I are going to get to the next level, and I won't even use business in our life because life is the whole thing. Business is a part of our life. We're going to have to pass test after test after test. How do I know this? Guys, like, consider the biggest test of all in the scriptures. What book shows one of the biggest tests of all? The book of Job, whatever his name was. And the way it starts out, we'll let you go in a couple minutes here. The way it starts out is so wild. Satan comes to talk to God because they're having a meeting and he's not a part of the meeting. I was like, what you doing here, man? What are you doing here? I mean, I'm going up and down and I'm doing my thing and I'm having a good old time. Satan didn't even ask God for Job. Didn't ask. God had the nerve to say, have you considered my servant Job? Satan, I want you to get this the way that I'm feeling it today. And the way that I've been feeling is because it actually just started on, I think this on Saturday when I started reading over that. God will offer you a test just because. Just because. Just because. So wherever we find ourselves and wherever we're thinking of, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is not working. Like I was talking to my wife last night. We had a long conversation. I says, wow, look at how long it took us just to get here in 20 years. I said, man, I wasn't aware of the test. See, guys, when you're not aware of the test, when you don't understand how God operates, when you understand how God is not actively, guys, God is not actively, he is not actively even thinking about the stuff that we're going, I can only imagine. He's not actively thinking about it because he's already said it. God has already said this. And so if God has already said things about your life, he's already experienced where it is that you're going. He's already seen it. He's already decreed it. And if he's already done that, then we're just working towards. So that means we have to use the same language that he's already used about us. If we use the same language that he's used about us, then we have to get the same results that he said that we would get. So if God offers you up, if he offers you up and he offers us up to have tests in our life, he doesn't have to create the test because the enemy is going to find a way to test us. And a lot of times the tests come just based on the direction that we're headed. Which is crazy. Think about this. If you're in business like I am and say you said, man, I want to make, millions of dollars. Oh, tests. There are specific tests just for you. I'm going to say that again because I think sometimes we miss. I'm going to make millions of dollars. Okay, there are specific tests just for you and where it is you said you go. You said you're going that way? All right, I got some tests for you. Not that God has to stop and say, let's give them tests. No, the tests are embedded into your life. And so because the tests are embedded in our life, you can't get there unless you pass. So man, Jay, man, I was really good in school, but for some reason, business is hard. Yeah, that's right. Because typically A students have the hardest time. Robert Kiyosaki has coined that, has talked about that for many years in his teaching. A students work for the failures, the ones who got the Fs. The ones who got the Fs was not paying attention to the class. They were paying attention to where they were going, which is more important than the class. So when the A students come over and try and do the things that the F students were doing and the dropouts were doing, they're like, this is hard. No, it's not hard. It's that you have to come out of. Now you have to come out of how these other tests work and get into how real tests work. So guys, if you're going to use this today, I'll leave you with this. If you're gonna use this today, every time something shows up into your life that you feel, oh my goodness, something gets hard, it's a test. Just boil it down. It's a test. Oh, me and my husband, me and my wife were arguing. It's a test. Oh my goodness. Oh, things are not working in my business. Oh, it's a test. Oh my goodness, my kids are acting a certain way. It's a test. Oh my goodness, I'm going to church and things is this way. It's a test. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to create this thing, but it's not. It's a test. Everything is a test until you pass. And when you pass, you're like, oh my goodness, I got through that. Oh my goodness, now I see the next thing. test after test. And the moment you fail a test, you stay right there. You do not get promoted. Let's get promoted today. You ready? Let's get promoted today. How do we get promoted? Identify the tests that have already shown up in your life. Pass them all. And automatically you move on to the next level. Let's do it. That's your homework. That's your homework for today. Look at everything that's going on in your life, your business, see where the tests are, and realize that until you pass those things, you can't move forward. So let's pass our tests. I got a bunch of them I got to pass, bunch of them I got to address. So let's do it. I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Don't forget, join the Good Accounting Challenge at goodaccountingchallenge.com so that you can look. All of this is an extension of what we'll be teaching you in the Good Accounting Challenge, just in a different way, specifically on 5 specific stages of business of growth that will help you to avoid all the money mistakes, all the mistakes that people make in business so that you can grow. God bless you guys. I will see you on the next episode. Peace.
Thanks for joining us, listening friends. We are so glad you invested this time with us. Always remember, you only have one life to live, so live it to the fullest. This has been the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the healthy accountant himself, Jay Moore. Until next time, make it a great day.